Deer season is here. Let's go, baby, let's go. So this morning, it's October 2nd. In the area where I'm at in PA, deer season's already been open for about a week and a half now. So, actually, a full week, actually. I'm gonna go out there, probably try and shoot a doe today. The property that I'm going to, I haven't been to yet this year at all, actually. But I've been hunting here for the past 2 years. I got some ladder stands hung there, and I kind of know historically how the deer move throughout this little 25-acre piece. So I got a couple doe tags in my pocket. Hopefully we can punch one of those this morning. And this place is also known to have some pretty decent bucks that are running around. So I don't know. We'll see what happens this morning. It's a little rainy, which the walk-in will be nice. You know, it won't scare anything because the leaves will be nice and wet and quiet. But the wind is perfect this morning for the stand that I'm going to. It'll be blowing straight in my face. I'll be kind of overlooking this drainage. I'll be able to see one side of the hillside coming up, and then the hillside that I'm off of. So looking forward to getting out there. First sit of the year. Of course, I had to forget something. I forgot the SD card for the GoPro, so it's just the way she goes. I gotta go run, gotta grab some Dunkin' for the wife, drop it off to her at work before I hit the woods, and I'll see you out there. Let's get it. Thanks, you too. Dunkin' has successfully been dropped off, and luckily the spot is literally right across the street from her work. So pop over there. Unfortunately, it's still kind of raining. I don't know, we're gonna pull down there, gonna look at the weather again, see what it's saying, and then I don't know. I brought my rain jacket, so I'm ready to go sit in the rain, but kind of don't want to if I don't have to, so we'll see. It's just starting to get gray light out now, and I got in here just in the nick of time. Like, I got up in the tree and set up, like, just as it was starting to turn, so the rain stopped, but now everything's just coming off the trees. My wind's okay. I got this little opening next to me, and then I'm overlooking this, and where 3 points come together in a drainage creek. So historically, this is where all of the deer have crossed, and whenever I did run cameras in this place, it's where I got a lot of pictures of deer. So we're gonna sit tight. Hopefully we see something. Well, we've been in this stand for about an hour and a half now, and we haven't seen anything except some blue jays, squirrels, and a really fat raccoon. So, now granted, I haven't scouted this place at all. I've just had pre-hung ladder stands that I set up last year due to trail camera movement, so not exactly looking for a good buck here, even though I know they're here. I'm more or less out here trying to fill a doe tag, so we're gonna wait it out a couple more hours, see if something walks by. Well, that's gonna do it for the first sit of the year. Didn't see nothing besides a doe that I jumped out of the bed walking in, but like I said, didn't really scout this place. These were pre-hung stands that I had from last year, so figured I'd just come in, try it out, get the first set out of the way, because normally there's some mistakes and some rustiness to it. Yeah, I'm just glad I got that first set out of the way. I left the house, forgot an SD card for the GoPro, and then when I started walking in, I forgot the GoPro in the truck. So I'm glad I got the first one out of the way. Man, I'm looking forward to more sits throughout the year, and hopefully we can get something on the ground here soon. I'd really like to get a doe down just to shake some more of that rust off, get that first shot off of the year. So with that being said, I'm gonna pack everything up and climb down. I'll see you guys on the next one. still dark. Only blew out one doe that was basically right underneath the stand whenever I was walking in. So one doe, and to be honest with you, she didn't even blow out. She just kind of ran off. So at least she didn't blow everything out of here. We're gonna sit here this morning, hopefully try and get a doe on the ground and go from there. Where I'm sitting is right in the back of like a old cow pasture that turned CRP field and now is like really overgrown and thick. So the deer love to use this for bedding, and the big bucks like to use it for security cover. So we're gonna sit up in this tree and we're just gonna wait and see what happens. It's 10 o'clock now. I'm assuming most of those deer have bedded down. I only had a doe and a small buck come and mill around in the CRP field in front of me, so none of them came within bow range. I was really hoping that doe was gonna come my way so I could put her on the ground, hopefully, but unfortunately it didn't happen. That's the way she goes, so I'm gonna pack all my stuff up, gonna climb down, and I might mill around a little bit just to see what's going on the property, and then get out of here. So we're diving back into this little 25-acre private that I have permission to hunt. Hopes to put down a doe again. Come out here for 3 times now, and yesterday I bumped the doe walking in, and then I saw from the stand a doe and a small buck. So we're pulling up to the spot now, so we're gonna dive in there, get set up. It is chilly this morning. My truck says it's 38, but the Weather Channel says just right at the daybreak it's supposed to drop down to 36. So I brought all of my warm gear with me, and of course, right here by the parking lot, there's 2 doe bedded down right where I want to go walk in. So that's great. So we're probably gonna have to bump those out of there and keep going. Man, that sucks. Let's get after it. It's finally daybreak. We were able to slip up in the stand nice and clean and didn't bump anything out. Really cold this morning. It's probably the coldest morning so far this year. It's saying it's 36 out. I got all my cold gear on. And let me tell you, I feel nice and toasty. I know people hate on Sika, but man, this stuff is warm. With that, we're gonna settle in and hopefully a doe walks on by and we can put her on the ground and get some meat in the freezer. That would feel really good, especially after last year since I got skunked and didn't get a deer on the ground and messed up on a buck. So, well, it's 9 o'clock and we really haven't seen anything. Well, we haven't seen anything. It was around 9:30 yesterday whenever I saw those deer start to move. So, with it being a colder morning, I don't know, maybe they'll move a little bit later, but I'm starting to realize why not a lot of people hunt October mornings and they stick to the evenings. But when all you have to hunt is the mornings, you do what you have to. So, and I'm planning on getting out of the stand probably till about 11 today. So we still got 2 more hours to sit here and hopefully see something walk past. My wind's good. My wind's blowing in my face right down over this ridge into this valley away from this CRP field. I don't know. I guess that's why they call it hunting and not killing. So just gonna keep on keeping on, stay vigilant, try and stay off my phone, even though it's really tempting to just sit here and play on my phone. But I don't want to be distracted. I want to be able to see him coming and give me time to get ready. So just gonna sit here, be patient, and enjoy this beautiful, cool October morning. Welcome to day number 4 of trying to put a doe on the ground. We're headed back out to the 25-acre lot that we've been hunting for the past 3 days. But today I'm gonna change something up. Instead of sitting in the very back of that CRP field, I'm gonna move a little bit further forward, so I'm about halfway, and today's gonna be the first day that I'm gonna be getting in the saddle all year. So we're going in a little bit early. It's about 2:40 right now. The walk-in is super short, just down one ravine up the other side and I'm there. So hopefully I'll give myself enough time to get in there, shake some of the rust off with getting in the saddle. We're gonna head to the spot, we're gonna get there, grab all our gear, hop in the woods, climb up a tree, and hopefully tonight we can put one on the ground. It should be a good night. We got overcast skies. It's a little warm, about 70 degrees, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna cool down to about the mid 50s tonight. So with that, even with the west wind, it should help. When the sun starts to go down, my thermal should pull down into that ravine, so I shouldn't have to worry about getting busted by my scent. So with that, let's get there, get in the woods, and get set up. So we just made it to the tree. I just checked my wind at the base of the tree. It's blowing behind me down into the ravine, which is perfect, because I got a trail that runs the CRP field right below. So anything that's coming off the CRP or using this as a travel corridor to run to food, it's gonna be perfect. So I'll be able to, if deer come from either direction, they won't wind me. So let's climb up this tree, get settled in. I'm really excited about the night, actually. Well, we finally got set up in the tree, and I don't know if it's because the tree is so big, like girth-wise, or I'm just rusty, because I kind of had a hell of a time getting up in this tree. It's probably a mixture of both, but either way, we're set up. I got all my ranges, practice strong, we're all good to go. So, and of course, I forgot my knee pads, so this is gonna be, it's not the end of the world, but it says creature comforts, you know? Like I said, where I'm sitting is like this little opening right beneath this big CRP field. And the CRP field is thick. I mean, it is above head high. And you can barely see deer walking through it. Normally you can just catch glimpses of tines, or you'll see all the brush moving back and forth. I actually got a trail cutting right in front of me. Then I have another trail that looks like that it's leading off the CRP field that deer used to cut across and then come down into these woods. I'm in a good little intersection here. I had to clear some branches out of the way, which it's allowed because I'm on private land. So let's just sit back, settle in, and enjoy the first sit of the saddle. Unfortunately, the clouds kind of cleared up and it's bluebird skies now, but it's still about 68, 70 degrees, so it's not crazy hot, but this is my first evening sit of the year, so I'm pretty excited, because I'll tell you what, the past 3 mornings, I mean, yeah, I've seen deer, but it hasn't been anything crazy, so let's see what, hopefully something walks in and we can get a doe on the ground. Man, there is a whole family of squirrels and chipmunks just down behind me, like just over my shoulder, down below all these branches, and they are driving me nuts. I know it's just squirrels and chipmunks, but man, I gotta look every time just to make sure, because you never know. It's about 5:15, and the sun's starting to go down. The clouds moved back in. It's a nice, calm, kinda coolish afternoon, so I'm gonna settle in here and really keep my eyes peeled, because I feel like they can move at any minute now. So, well, light's starting to fade. 6:28. No deer, just a bunch of squirrels. And the neighbor yelling at his dog. I get it, this is suburban hunting. But man, suburban hunting on a Saturday is different, especially in the evening. Like the past couple of days I was hunting in the morning and it was quiet, nobody out, nobody yelling at the dog. since it's Saturday and it's an evening, everybody's home. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I mean, these deer are so used to it that it probably doesn't even faze them, but nonetheless, it would be nice to see one. So, I'm gonna sit till dark. Once it's dark out, I'll climb down. My hopes were up here, and now they dropped to here. So, I don't think I'm gonna see anything for the rest of the evening. I know it's not a positive attitude, but it's probably realistic. It's either that or I'm just trying to set my hopes low. So that way, when one does come walking by, I'm even more excited. I'm not optimistic, but I'm hopeful. I don't know. We'll see. Well, that does it for hunt number 4 of this season. Pack up my stuff and climb down. Just the way she goes. I gotta work for the next 3 days, and then after that, I have 3 days off, so I'll be right back at it. Probably gonna do another scouting trip up north, and yeah. It's October 16th. It's about 3:30 right now. We're a little late getting into the woods. So we're hunting that same 25-acre parcel, trying to smack a doe. Past couple of days have been a cold front, and today's gonna be the last day of that cold front. Unfortunately, I couldn't work the beginning half because I was at work, but we're gonna dive in here, climb up the tree, and hopefully we can take advantage of this cold front, get a doe on the ground, maybe see a buck or two. Well, it's 4:17. We just got set up in the tree. I'm overlooking this same spot that I sat last time. I have this big live tree right next to me that's kind of blocking my view over here, but I think I'll be alright. I still have a couple shooting lanes for the ones coming off the field, and I'll just have to wait basically until they're right on top of me if they're coming from this way up. Hang tight, eat my Sheetz hot dogs, and be hopeful that something walks within bone range. Just doing the opening interview, eating my hot dog, and I look in front of me, just in the CRP field, I see a tree moving back and forth and sounds like sticks breaking. And I look closer and I'm seeing tines. I had a buck, like 35 yards in front of me, making a freaking rub on the edge of the CRP field. He kind of followed the line, the edge of the wood line down. And then he cut back up towards the top. And I already had my bow in my hand. I don't think I got him on video, but I put my bow down and I got my binos out to see what he was doing and how good of a buck he is. And I'm glassing it, and there's even a bigger buck further up on top of the hill, but he's going towards the back of towards the woods in the back. It's freaking 5 o'clock, 4:42, and bucks are up and moving already. They don't get the blood pumping. Just sucks that they went that way, didn't come this way. Just had a doe coming about 60 yards that way. She came off the CRP field, and I was hoping she was gonna turn and just follow the edge up, but she went straight over the hillside and up the other side of the ravine. This cold front has definitely got the deer moving, and I'm very excited that I came out today. I saw those 2 shooter bucks as soon as I got set up, and I just saw that doe, so we're gonna keep sitting here until dark. Hopefully something walks through. Unfortunately, did not see any other deer that evening, so that's going to wrap it up for this video, but stay tuned for the next one when we finally get a chance at a deer.